tug, just a happy harbor tug. And he came from a line of tugboats fine and brave. But it seems that little Toot, he simply didn't give a hoot. Though he tried to be good, he just could not behave. He's cute as a bug, the chuggy little tug called Little Toot. Toot, toot, toot. He got the goat of every boat afloat with his little toot. Toot, toot, toot. He liked to play out in the bay. He thought work was a joke. And he annoyed the freighters with his figurators and his big black puffs of smoke. They called him a kid, the other tugboats didn't give a hoot for Little Toot. He got so mad, felt so very bad, he snuffed his snoot, said, "Oh shoot!" A ship in distress came into view. All by himself he made the rescue. Now the other tugboats stand around and root. They root for Little Toot.
So chug, 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 heave ho, my lad. Be a big toot just like your dad. Chug, 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 full steam ahead. Puff and earn your bread. He's cute as a bug, the chuggy little tug called Little Toot. He got the goat of every boat afloat with his little toot.
He liked to play out in the bay. He thought work was a joke. And he annoyed the freighters with his figure-eighters and his big black puffs of smoke.
They called him a kid, the other tugboats didn't give a hoot for Little Toot. He got so mad, felt so very bad, he snuffed his snoot, said, "Oh shoot!"
A ship in distress came into view. All by himself he made the rescue. Now the other tugboats stand around and root.
They root for Little Toot. Toot, toot, toot.
I am a tugboat sailing on the water, doing a million things or more. Just a little tugboat doing what I oughta, tugging all the ships to shore. In the fog I sound my foghorn, and then I ring my bell. And once again my foghorn, till I know that all is well. I am a tugboat sailing on the water, doing a million things or more. Just a little tugboat doing what I oughta, tugging all the ships to shore. And then I throw the big rope, it lands upon the ship. Then we go in the harbor, where we end another trip. I am a tugboat sailing on the water, doing a million things or more. Just a little tugboat doing what I oughta, tugging all the ships to shore.
There was once a little lightship named Blinky, because he had big, shiny, yellow eyes. He was a very friendly lightship. When other boats passed by, he was so happy he bobbed up and down on the waves, going blinkety-blink, blinkety-blink. But the other ships just went hoot, hoot. And hurried off to sea. Blinky was so sad, his yellow eyes filled with big tears that splashed into the ocean. Nobody loves me, he said.
I'm a lonely lightship, sad as can be. Nobody ever wants to play with me. Girls ships and boys ships hurry off to sea, but I'm a lonely lightship, as sad as I can be.
Blinky was so busy crying that he didn't even notice a funny-looking pelican named Peppy had stopped to rest on the tip of his mast.
Why do you cry, Blinky? Don't you know your tears will make the ocean overflow?
I can't help it, Peppy. I'm so sad. I haven't anyone to play with.
Don't be unhappy, Blinky. I'll stay here and sing to you. Ho, ho, what do you think? I have a friend who goes blinkety-blink, blinkety-blink. What do you think? I have a friend who goes blinkety-blink. Ho, ho, what do you know? I have a friend who goes blowity-blow, blowity-blow. What do you know? I have a friend who goes blowity-blow. Eyes of yellow, gee, but he's an important fella. Ho, ho, quick as a flash, over the waves he goes splashity-splash, splashity-splash. Quick as a flash, over the waves he goes splashity-splash.
As he sang, all the little fish of the sea popped their heads out of the water and wagged their finny-fin tails in rhythm.
Ho, ho, quick as a flash, over the waves he goes splashity-splash, splashity-splash. Quick as a flash, over the waves he goes splashity-splash. Blowity-blow, and what do you think? We have a friend who goes blinkety-blink.
When they finished, Blinky was feeling so much better, he almost smiled. In fact, he even waved at a ship passing by. Blinkety-blink. But the ship went and hurried on its way. Blinky turned to Peppy. You see, nobody likes me. I'm never going to blink again as long as I lived. And he closed his shiny yellow eyes so the ships couldn't see his friendly smile anymore. But one night, something strange happened. That night, Mr. Northwind decided to have a party. He called his brothers, East and West Wind, to come over and blow with him. Phew! Went the east wind. Phew! Went the west wind. We're on our way. Me too, said Old Man Thunder. Us too, pattered all the little raindrops. I'll light your way, said a streak of lightning. And off they went.
The old north wind gave a party, for he was a very merry chap. The rain pitter-pattered, the lightning danced, and the thunder went clap, clap. Oh, the old north wind gave a party. The waves in the sea began to climb. When they got together, it was terrible weather, but they all had a very merry time. Yes, they all had a very merry time.
The waves climbed higher and higher and higher, but Blinky was too sad to notice. All he could say was,
I'm a lonely lightship, sad as can be. Nobody ever wants to play with me.
He was almost crying again when suddenly he heard a faint hoot. Blinky, Blinky, where are you? And another. Answer us, Blinky. What's happened to you? And all the ships in the ocean wailed, Hoo, hoot. Where are you, Blinky? The fog is gray, and we've lost our way. Blinky opened one eye, but he couldn't see anything. It was too dark. He opened the other one, and with all his might staggered to the top of a huge wave. "I'm coming, fellers. Here I am," he said, blinking as fast as he could blink. "I'll guide you home safely."
I blinkety-blink with all my might, blinkety-blink the day and night. I blink for all the ships at sea, blinky, blinky, that's me.
The north wind blew and tried to blow him over, but Blinky wouldn't budge. The rain came down faster and faster, but Blinky brushed it out of his big yellow eyes.
I blink for all the ships at sea, blinky, blinky, that's me.
At last the storm was over. All the ships were safe, and there was a great celebration. Blinky was named the Outstanding Lightship of the Year. Needless to say, he was never lonely again, for all the ships on the sea were his friends.
He blinkety-blinks with all his might, blinkety-blinks the day and night. He blinks for all the ships at sea, blinky, blinky, that's me.
All ashore that's going ashore. We're off on a trip on a sailing ship with favorite sea chantings.
Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, for many a stormy wind shall blow ere Jack comes home again. Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, for many a stormy wind shall blow ere Jack comes home again.
Well now, lads and lassies, mates and men, now that we are at sea again, I'll act as your guide. Along the starboard side.
What does starboard mean, Captain?
A very good question. Really quite deft. To a sailor, starboard is right, port side is left. Now, as we sail along, we'll all sing a favorite song.
We sail the ocean blue, and our saucy ship's a beauty. We're sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. When the balls whistle free o'er the bright blue sea, we stand to our guns all day. When at anchor we ride on the Portsmouth tide, we've plenty of time for play. Ahoy, 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 ahoy! We sail the ocean blue, and our saucy ship's a beauty. We're sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. We're sober men and true, we sail the ocean blue.
Hey kids, here comes Widgie!
Oh, look, it's a whale!
Here comes Widgie the whale!
Here comes Widgie, the walking whale, walking straight as can be. On his great big tail, he's hitting the trail. What a wonderful sight to see. Oh, look at Widgie, the walking whale, strutting proud as you please. And he sings a song while strolling along, biting coconuts off the trees.
Hi kids, how am I doing?
Great, Widgie!
Yay, Widgie!
Yahoo!
Oh, Mama, he looks so gay and chipper. He's smiling at me now. See him flip, flip, flipping his flipper. Oh, we love Widgie, the walking whale, more than any old clown. On his funny tail, he's the friendliest whale that ever came to town.
Boy, am I having fun.
He followed the highway clear into town, then his eyebrows met in an angry frown. As he came to a crossing, the light turned red. He scratched a flipper on top of his head, and he said, I don't know what to do. The lights in the ocean stay green or blue.
Besides, the pavement's wearing holes in my tail. This is no kind of life for a whale. Oh, why did I ever run away from my beautiful home in the sea, where my family and my friends are waiting did I ever run away? I wish I was home again.
Once there was a very young tugboat named Tugboat Tim. He lived on the Hudson River, right near the George Washington Bridge. He spent the day watching all the different kinds of boats coming up the river. Big, beautiful ships that took people on vacations like the Queen Mary. Freighters carrying exotic spices from the Orient. Steaming steamships just up from South America with bananas and coffee. Ships that had developed trouble and had to be towed from their home docks to the ship hospital, which they call the dry dock. And sometimes special red ones that put out fires on burning ships. To be a tugboat in New York and be allowed to work, you had to have lots of experience, because with so much going on, no one wants to take a chance on a traffic jam. You know, you can have a traffic jam on a river just the same as you can on a highway, only it's worse because it's very hard for big ships to get going, so it takes a long time to untangle a tie-up. So with nothing to do all day, Tugboat Tim would pass the time singing. I'm only a little tug, I watch the other boats. They say I'm too small to help out at all, so my horns play the same sad notes. One day, Tim's uncle, Old Ironsides, chugged up to him.
Say there, Tugboat Tim, how would you like to go down around Staten Island and watch me bring in a ship tonight? She's the Irish ship Giant on her first voyage, supposed to be the biggest ship in the whole world. Would you like to come along?
Now that was a silly question. That night, while Tim and his uncle were waiting, a storm thundered out of no place. The wind blew, the rain flew, and no one could see anything. All of a sudden, out of the darkness, they heard a cry. Ahoy there! This is the Irish freighter Giant. Can anyone hear me?
I'll take care of this, said Old Ironsides. He prepared to blow his horns by taking a deep breath, but all that came out were some creaks and squeaks and... I'll try again. He took another deep breath, but all he got were some groans, a few pieces of chipped rust, and...
Uncle Ironsides, can I try? Said Tugboat Tim.
Don't be silly, boy. There's a storm out there.
But what are we going to do, Uncle? Well, Uncle couldn't answer that one.
Got a point there, boy. Okay, give her a try.
Ahoy, cried the captain of the Irish ship. We hear ye and we thank ye. We'll follow the sound of the horn till we see land. When they pulled in at a pier, the weather cleared. The captain of the Giant came running off the ship. Sure, and it was that tug with the sad, sad horns that saved all our lives and the ship too. We might have crashed into the Statue of Liberty herself in the darkness if it weren't for him. The mayor gave Tim 4 white wall tires and a key to the city. From then on, any time a really important ship came to New York City, Tugboat Tim was always out to greet it. I'm the happiest little tug. I'm busy all day long. If you come to our city, 'twould be such a pity to leave without hearing my song.
Batten down the hatches, men, for I'm about to take over. We've been going to a weather. I'll helm now to the lee, as we go further out to sea.
Captain, what's a weather and a lee?
A weather's into the wind, my lass. But if it's with the wind at your back you'd rather be, then you change your course and call it a lee.
As I was a-walking down Paradise Street, way, hey, blow the man down. A pretty young maiden I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. Says she to me, will you stand treat? Way, hey, blow the man down. Delighted, says I, for a charmer so sweet. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Shiver me timbers, but lassies are the ones. When a lass wants to marry, she shouldn't tarry, but she should look further than a banker or a tailor. She should set her sights on a sailor.
Now who's the lad? Now who's the lad? For a lass to wed. For a lass to wed. To be true and never fail her. Just trust in me. Just trust in me. For I sail the sea. For I sail the sea. There is none like an honest sailor. His heart is light. His laugh so bright. He makes life all sun and shiny. So give a toast that please the most to a lass who loves a sailor.
Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael's boat is a gospel boat, hallelujah. Michael's boat is a gospel boat, hallelujah. Now Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Jordan River deep and wide, hallelujah. Milk and honey on the other side, hallelujah. That Jordan water chilly and cold, hallelujah. Chills the body but not the soul, hallelujah. Now Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. Sister, help to trim the sail, hallelujah. Sister, help to trim the sail, hallelujah. Now Michael, row the boat ashore, hallelujah. 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 There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a knot on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a knot on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a frog on the knot on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a frog on the knot on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a wart on the frog on the knot on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a wart on the frog on the knot on the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. A tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a spot on the flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. A spot on the flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, on the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's an iron spot on the flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, on the frog, and the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's an iron spot on the flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, and the frog, and the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a germ on the iron spot on the flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, and the frog, and the knot, on the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a germ on the iron spot on the flea on the tick on the hair on the wart, and the frog, and the knot, and the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
Aye, it's a long ship, a strong ship, a sweet ship, a neat ship. We've spent a while in the briny salt air, with the feel of a sea breeze blowing our hair.
A life on the ocean wave, a home on the rolling deep, where the scattered waters rave, and the winds their revels keep.
Like an eagle caged I pine on this dull unchanging shore.
Oh, give me the flashing brine, the spray and the tempest roar. A life on the ocean wave, a home on the rolling deep, where the scattered waters rave, and the winds their revels keep. Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, for many a stormy wind shall blow ere Jack comes home again. Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, for many a stormy wind shall blow